Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. I'm excited that you're here with me today. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning back. We're going to get into some channel messages today, as well as do some self-care messages with the self-care oracle deck. So I'll put that in the description box if you want to check that out for yourself. All information about me can be found there as well. How to book a personal reading can only be done through my website, dellegoddessintuitive.com, or dellegoddess.com will take you there as well. Any resources or mentions or things like that, books, websites, just things that come through as important in the readings. I also just throw in the description box as a free resource and a tool for you guys to do further research and to learn about things on your own, as well as any songs that come through as messages from spirit. I just add those to our Spotify playlist. It is quite large and eclectic now, and whether you're just a music lover or you want to hit shuffle and see what song comes through for you at any given time as like a little intuitive message for you, it's there as well. So please do use your discernment when tuning into the readings and checking to see if this video actually does have messages for you. I have a link to a video also in the description box about just how to make the most of the YouTube videos that I put out onto the channel, just so that way they're there as a resource and a tool for you to empower you. So with that being said, I'm just going to get quiet a moment, and we'll begin with the channel messages. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, and it helps to support the channel to help continue and keep it growing, and to put videos and things like that out there for you guys as a free continued free resource and tool for you. And for those who do like, share, subscribe, and comment, it's so appreciated and wonderful. I love reading the comments from you guys, and just know that I feel appreciated, and I appreciate you as well for doing that. So thank you. So, all right, let's get into the channeled reading. So I just feel the need just to close my eyes. If you want to do this too, that's what my body's feeling like it wants to do. And just taking a deep breath in. Bringing your awareness back to yourself. Exhale out. Exhaling out on anything that is not you. Just leave it there. Leave it out. So inhaling again. Focuses on yourself, your own energy. And exhale out. Dispelling anything that is not you. And if you want to do one last round of breath on your own, inhale in. And let it out. I always like to do a little shake, shimmy at the end there on the last one. I think there's this very big message coming in. It's important. Don't underestimate the quality of your alone time right now. It's very, very important that you're making sure you're taking time to rest. And you know that saying or that phrase where it's like rest assured. It's I'm actually hearing it come through now, where it's like, no, really rest, assure yourself that you are resting and you're truly resting. I keep hearing someone kind of go like, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. But the get to it is like very simple things, very mundane things that you want to be doing for yourself. Spirit wants you to be doing for yourself. Your soul, your higher self wants you to be doing for yourself, where it's just things as simple as when you feel tired, you rest, you pause. When you feel hungry, you get yourself something nourishing to eat, rather than the other antidote for that might have been the more constant one or the more applicable one, which is, I feel tired, I'm going to get an espresso. I feel hungry, I see fast food right there, I'm going to grab something real quick. Where it's actually this call to honor yourself and to slow down a little bit, and ask yourself, what do you truly need to feel supported, and just really listening to that and allowing that message to reverberate through you. So not looking for the quick fix to cancel out that feeling, but rather, okay, it might take a little bit longer, but this is actually what's going to support me way more in my health, in all areas of health, all aspects of health in the long run. So that's the first channel message coming forward. Just as another reminder too, I'm always doing the channeling through divine love and in a space of non-judgment. So nothing I say is ever out there, put out there to come across as a judgment. It's always just a translation of the energy. So it is an energetic translation. With that being said, there's also this call. This is a second channel message. It's a call to see where you have judged something as good or bad for yourself. And can we remove the labels we affix to those things and just kind of create a blank slate every single day, like a new slate. Some things obviously work well for you. You know, they're very supportive and conducive to your overall health and well-being. So those are things that, while it's, you can have a fresh, blank slate every day, you're going to be choosing those things for yourself every day. But it's always good just to check in and reevaluate with yourself. Does this still ring true for me? Does this still resonate for me? Does this help me? Does this help me resonate in my highest vibration right now that I'm capable of? An example coming through being guided to share is that I kind of have a review of supplements, different supplements that I take multiple times throughout the year, because I can feel intuitively like my body will just kind of tell me like, I don't want that one anymore, I don't need it. So there's just this like kind of regrouping I do where I go, okay, is all of this actually helpful for me? Is it important for me? Is it doing anything, or can I let it go? Do I need it anymore? Or no, it got me where I need to be right now and I don't have to take it anymore, that kind of a thing. And I do the same thing with foods. So I'm always going in waves of foods. I need to eat more of this because I notice I'm feeling like this. And it just, is a constant just checking in with yourself. It doesn't have to feel like work. It might in the beginning, where it's just like a lot of attention's on yourself and maybe you're not used to that from your own self. So giving yourself your own attention. But after a while, it starts to feel fun and it starts to feel enjoyable, and you don't need to check in as much anymore because you have a very quick read on things without having to sit and really feel into it. You just become that much more fluent with your own, communication that your body is sending to you and what your higher self is sending to you, and just your intuitive means. So I think there's one last channel message. Can you sideline the story? That's what's coming through. Can you sideline your own story? I saw something Eckhart Tolle said in a video. I think I found the video, but I have to search for the link because I'm not sure I saved it. But he basically says, who are you without the memory of you? And when I first heard that, it was very, very profound and very like, whoa. So you might be feeling like that too, but it's can you still detect yourself? Can you still feel yourself without the story of you, without the memory of you? Who are you truly? And when I hear that, it's so strange. I can feel this connection and this. It feels trendy now to say lock in, but that's what it feels like. It's like this lock into, like I can identify that point, that pure energy, like almost immediately. So maybe that's something that's happening for you. But it's sometimes we get caught up in the story of ourselves, like the story of us. I'm hearing that Taylor Swift song. This is an old one. It's and the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. But it's very like upbeat. I don't know. So I'm just seeing it. It's just, is there any way you can create some leniency for yourself where it's like, okay, how can maybe you're going through a tough time right now, or you're just dealing with a lot. Is there any way you can rewrite your story so it's not a tragedy anymore? It actually has a happy ending, and you can see where you're at in that point where it's like, every great story always has that, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this? Or, oh my gosh, there's no coming back from this. And then they always do. There's redemption. There's, that's why stories like that exist. It's because they happened, but it's also because they're there to inspire ourselves, to don't settle for less, don't settle for the pits of despair, you know what I mean? Push yourself for more. And it's, sometimes it doesn't have to be this great big overhaul. Sometimes it's just the push actually looks like, hey, I'm there for myself. I'm here for myself. What can I do for myself right now? So being there for yourself and having your own back. And that's leading us into the channeled, it's all channel messages really, even with the cards, because I don't really read traditionally, and sometimes I will use a guidebook for certain decks, but we're going into the self-care oracle is what I'm trying to say. So for this to be kind of like the theme of the video, what can you do that's best to support yourself? It just feels like there's a call for some self-care right now, and not indulgent self-care where it's become like a term for marketing. Self-care where it's like giving yourself a permission slip to kind of evade or escape your own ascension, even sometimes, where it's like really stopping to ask yourself, does this belong with me right now? Is this truly resonating for me right now? Is this for my highest and greatest good? Maybe it is to step into a sauna. Maybe it is to have a bubble bath. Maybe it is to book a spa vacation. I don't, you know yourself best, but sometimes we don't know ourselves best because we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to truly connect and tap into our true resonance, our true self. So we might be allowing the ego to do the talking, and the ego is having us buy all of these things that maybe we don't actually need. It could even be your ego's telling you to buy like all these supplements and these face masks and lotions and creams and balms and things like that, crystals even. It's just, but it's so important, and that's why it's like with the work I do, it's so important to really follow your own intuition and really being adamant about checking in with yourself and your intuition, making sure you are choosing to listen to your intuitive voice over and over and over again, or not. The choice is up to you. So we can create our own reality. So it's, if you want to continue to listen to the ego, that's fine. But if you want to listen to your intuition and have a clear, true resonance that aligns more with your true self, it's just even taking a couple seconds, does my soul want that bubble bath today? Oh, yes, it does. I'm going to go take one. Or, no, I really just need a good night of sleep and a good glass of water. So you don't know. But you do need to check in with yourself is what I'm hearing, for you to really get that true resonance of what the truth is that you need the most in this moment. So, okay, let's get some cards out. A couple more. Everyone needs something different. We can all have, that's what I was saying. I was just thinking like 10 of these cards could fly out right now, and like about 10 of them just did. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to keep the cards kind of short, so I'll just do one more. But it's just, we all need different things. These are, that's why that video, how to make the most out of the readings I put out here on YouTube at least, is important. It's helpful because it's, they're not personal readings, so they'll kind of give you a gist, in a like a general feeling, or they might resonate for you totally. You will know, you'll feel that. But it's especially to do like a how to best tap into your own self-care right now. I could make a 5-hour video if I had the energy to do that, but I don't want to be honest. So, but it's just, so these are just a couple, like a sampling of things. So you'll know if it's for you. Always hand over your heart. Just really breathe into that space. Is this for me? Yes. Okay, great. And if not, that's all right. There's another video or there's not, or it'll come to you later. Spirit's always speaking to us. Plan a vacation. So for some, it is taking a vacation. That's the first one. The number's 39, if that means anything for you. I like this card because it's like your higher self is guiding you. So if you're really feeling like your soul is speaking to you, that you really want to have this adventure somewhere, you really want to travel somewhere to a different neck of the woods, I just heard, it's like, go, allow yourself to explore that, if it's feasible, why not? But so the first one is just having a much needed vacation time to yourself. And I'm also seeing too, it could be just you miss having your family, or maybe you miss out on a lot of family activities because of your work schedule. And can you carve out time for that, so that way you and your family can have that much needed alone time, to rebond and to get to know each other and acquaint, with each other much better, because maybe there's just been this lack of bonding time or separation just because of work and schedules and things like that. I'm also seeing too, this could be a couple's vacation where you are having a vacation and going somewhere and just bonding the two of you, because you need that and you don't have much alone time, or maybe your work schedules are hectic and crazy, and it's just, I'm seeing like igniting and sparking romance again between the two of you, where things have maybe gotten a little complacent again, not out of anyone's fault, but it's just Maybe there's been too much spaciousness, so now there needs to be this togetherness. So, and creating spaciousness for the two of you to be together. So, we have abundance planning, number 1. So it could be too that you're doing really well financially, and now it's time to actually just allocate your funds and making sure that your earned money is going where you want it to go, and it makes sense for you, and it supports the future that you want to carve out and create for yourself. It could even be too, it's time to get a financial advisor, a financial planner, because you are doing so well, and maybe this is out of your comfort realm, or out of your realm of familiarity when it comes to money, and you're like, ooh, I think I actually need help planning because this is more than I'm used to, or more than I've had in the past. So just like getting someone trusted, safe, secure, educating yourself about financial literacy to help you do that. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just giving the message that's coming in. So always consult your own financial expert or guru or somebody like that who can help you with this. But I actually see you can get started yourself with planning, like, okay, I know I want to save for this trip maybe in the future. So it could be that the two are going together, you're saving for a vacation. And so you want to allocate X amount of funds for that vacation, and then you're deciding about when you want to go on the vacation, planning for it, carving the time out, and then dividing it. Okay, how much per month do I need to save, so that way I don't even have to use credit for this vacation, I can just pay for it. So it's like something like that's coming through. I do see that you've been blessed with a lot of abundance, like there is a lot of prosperity around you in the energy. So it's just making sure, like giving every dollar a purpose, making all the dollars count and all the dollars purposeful. So that way, yes, you're saving your money and I'm seeing a nest of money that you are comfortably sitting in, but I'm also seeing, but so you're also keeping the flow of money going. So we're not just holding on to it, kind of like the 4 of Coins energy. It's more like the 10 of Pentacles. There's enough to go around, but there's a safe, there's a vault. So that's how it's coming through. And then we have Nourish Your Temple. So really taking care of your body right now. The number with this is 38. So we have 38 and 39. Could be too that you're around that age, or maybe you're turning from 38 to 39. That just popped in. That's not going to be for everyone, obviously. But with that, I'm seeing for anybody age succession. So it could be what once served you as a younger person, it doesn't serve you at the age you are currently at now. And wouldn't it be awesome if we could just have like McDonald's French fries every day for dinner and have it not affect our bodies, or our spirit, or our overall well-being, or our cholesterol, or things like that, our blood pressure, I don't know, blood sugar. I'm not a doctor, so just have to mention that too. I'm not a medical expert, so always talk to your own doctor. But I'm seeing, kind of like how I was sharing with supplements earlier, sometimes you need things, sometimes you don't, and you just kind of observe, okay, what are you growing out of? What do you need more of? I just heard something recently, I think this was on Dr. Hyman's channel, Mark Hyman. I can link that below if you're interested. He just has an interesting take on medicine. He was talking about like the older you get, you actually need to up your workouts a little bit to keep the momentum going in a positive direction for longevity. So that doesn't mean go harder, but it just it's like your body just needs different things to keep it functioning, at its optimal, its best. So that way you are able to show up for the vacations, to use your abundance, to do things like that. So really, I feel like all of the messages today is really just checking in with yourself and allowing yourself to be truly set up for success. Again, I know things get difficult sometimes, but it's just, we don't need to have our story play out like a Greek tragedy. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a humor we're shifting into. Maybe our story actually does have a happy ending, that kind of a thing. So I hope that helped. I'm going to leave the reading there. I trust this is finding you all doing well. And yeah, stay well. And until next time, take care.